you two.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Shout out to my full viewers. That's what's up, man. Chime in, type something, man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, 53. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't
From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
1st down, Baltimore.
check 53. That's the run. Whip. Watch the whip. Shift. He's coming. We got double up. Check. Check 24.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the way. 2nd down and 6.
Kill.
49-yard line.
Hey, turn it up. Slam. Shoot. Switch. Hatchet.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready. Time to end it. Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it over. No.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. They go screen. This is Ingram.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
180. Right here. Tight end right.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Becker complete. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
53, Mike 53. Come on, D. Under crush. Go.
This is Ingram. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Watch the slant. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Big ass. Check 50.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. This is the tight end, Njoku. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Regular.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a first and 10 at the 17.
Hey, echo.
Mayfield with it once more. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. That'll bring up second down. Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. And again, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line. You want to know how I'm doing better than you?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he will find his man on the outside. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. From midfield now on second down. Jackson, he's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Focus, defense, focus. Shift. 53, check 53. Not here. 53 is the mic.
Jackson from the shotgun. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Mike, 53, Mike, double dog, that's the way.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Following the interception, Mayfield got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find two scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Hey, Andrew, come here when you get a second. I'm coming. I'm trying to find my real phone.
Yeah. Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up is magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let's go! Now I'm ready. Woo.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard.
George, if you could give me 1 second without hitting the button, bro. I just want to roll a blunt. That's it, bro. And then we are good. I'm not going to pause the game for the rest of the game. Dang, you straight put the clock on me. Okay. Say less, bro. I can do it. However, that puts me in a bit of a position. Because now I got to do it. It's a long way.
Line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now, if you hadn't pushed the button by the end of this 30 seconds, I'd have been finished rolling up. Because I'd have been hurrying up trying to be respectful and courteous. But since he wasn't courteous, I don't have to be. Now watch this. Instead of waiting 1 minute, let's see how long we can pull this off. While I leisurely break up my weed.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait, no, pause it. Wait that 30 seconds too. Make it 2 minutes.
Set, ready. Take the Pittsburgh. 39. Night, sweetheart. Go. Echo. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, coming. I'm coming.
Now Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The game's first play produces.
Wait this 30 seconds too. Make it 2.5. telling you, you see what if my opponent would have not put the clock on him in the beginning, he wouldn't be here. But since he did, we are. My apologies. I'm on my way.
Yards brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
I'm finishing too. That's good. Oh, man. Please be sure to hit the like, subscribe, button, notification bell.
Buddy. Check back 39. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Why? Get wide. Check it.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Usually we see runs like this.
Last time. I need some hand sanitizer. I was breaking up the shit. Now my hands are speaking. What did you do with the go back to the
Oh, it's fine.
I'm just going to keep my hand sanitizer with me. Oh, just whatever. No, just put some in there. That's all. And did you already go in it? Is it almost gone? Because if it's almost
I
gone.
ain't touched it.
Oh, good. Then we good. Yeah, just a little couple more.
Defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Jackson. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Like 80! You better be afraid of me! You better be afraid of me! Jack 16! Middle! Yeah, Mike. I got you.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The end result, 21 yards.
Deontay Johnson. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Start! Like 20! Alert three. No spacing.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right
Humphrey
side.
can catch.
Into heavy
Humphrey
traffic, and
can
it's
catch.
intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Nothing, run again,
That will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
out that little bit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go.
Ben to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Roethlisberger, complete to Washington. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. first down. Here's White. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger.
Get out the ball!
But it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Give me that shit!
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
There you go, big
frustrated right now.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Ingram. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Jackson being chased out left. And Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. 30, 20, 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7.
Pop that ball out.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set, ready. Hey, come on. 39. I got
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. A quick throw here out to Brown. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
We got 4. Here we go. Now the wolf.
On 2nd down, Ingram. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Shakes off the sack. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
I got it.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 3. The Steelers 31.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got it to Ingram, complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Showing it, showing it. Watch
Ingram. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
The nigga,
he's taken down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Oh, that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 62 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Hey, let's get there. 55, Mike, 55. Cover. Mike, 55, Mike, 52.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 49, check 49, check 49. You go tank. You got tank.
Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He'll look to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Roethlisberger now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. Here's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Set. 230. Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Tyus Bowser. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first. Here's Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On second down now, it's White. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.
Oh yeah,
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
I take that all day. Now why? Every time somebody put on it,
Yeah.
it's a loss for me. 5? Damn,
One up
so
and
I
up
lost
this
the last
magic.
3 last
With
week?
the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
Oh,
All we got,
man.
we gon' let you have
We
it.
are
Stuck in my
running,
ways,
bro.
think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from Lambeau. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, my God. Drop
And they
the
will
ball.
not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dancing to his left, and that's complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On second down, it's Ingram. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. On first down, Jones. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
25, check 25, check 25. Watch safety screen. Safety screen. Check 13.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check, Mike 42.
Now it's Ingram. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, a run for Hill. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Jackson. It's Hill, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Rodgers going to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, and now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
Another one bites the dust. That's it. Now we getting back to it. That's how the fuck we do things around here, boy. I need that motherfucker quit. Lose? Nigga, I don't even make it to the end of the game. What are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about.
Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. Yeah, they can catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 41. And watch that, and watch the ball.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right.
We got the best sticky.
That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Elliott. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Get off the ball!
This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side.
I got it.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25. Cooper was the target there.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 67 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott on 1st down. He'll let it fly for Austin.
Give me that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Perfect time to use it. Perfect time to use it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Oh, my God.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Got him in. It's Brown.
Get off.
There he goes, right side. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 92 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
Every time. Just like when you throw the ball and you try to watch the computers and catch the ball, I'm going to beat the fuck out the computer every time.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The 30, the 20, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 72 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath, the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good pickup there, 21.
I keep letting the computer run into me, bro. That's what's up. I would keep running their ass up. ESPN, here he comes. Definitely gonna show back. Da-na-na, da-na-na. This is Sports Center.
Yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
Second and 9 at the 45-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They run. It's Mark Ingram. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Jackson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 31. Screen.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's put that team on the clock. 54 must.
On 3rd down, it's Ingram. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, that might be Exhibit A of why a team likes to play it safe at the end of the half. The late turnover cost them 3 points the other direction.
Yeah, but if you're a fan, you're always pressing it, right? Go for it. Why worry about it? Throw caution to the winds. This is what the head coach always has to evaluate. Worst case scenarios. In this case, he bypassed the thought, and guess what? It ended up biting his team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
55 is my guy, 55. Army, Army. Army, Army. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Bang, 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 bang. Go, go. Go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, they're scared. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, D, get off the field. Switch.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Patrick Owasor showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go, 46. 3 down. Check 41. 26.
Here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
41 right here, 41 Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. 41.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. First down, Prescott. First, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. They go to Elliott again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now it's Jackson being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack by Robert Quinn. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
54.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. He was brought down by Malik Collins. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Shout out 4-7-4, man. Thanks for the game. I appreciate it. Good game, man.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Cowboys 14.
Hey, shout out you, Tim. Stream gonna be active. I'll be right back, man.